Ms. Carpenter, we're back on the record. As far as defense motion for the directed verdict of acquittal as to counts 1 through 13, I'm going to deny the motion at this point in time, and the case will go forward to the jury. Is the defense ready to proceed?
Ready, Your Honor.
All right. Let me do this. Mr. Stein, would you stand? Let me advise you of your rights to testify. Ma'am, would you raise your right hand, please? You solemnly swear or affirm that the evidence you're going to provide the truth, self you got?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. Would you state your full name for the record, please?
Andrea Sneiderman.
Mrs. Sneiderman, the state of Georgia has indicted you in case number 13-CR-2413, State of Georgia versus Andrea Sneiderman, which is a 13-count indictment. You are still presumed innocent unless until proven guilty in a court of law. The state has rested this case. It is your opportunity to testify on your own behalf if you wish. It's completely your decision. You can consult with all 4 of your lawyers or any additional lawyers you need, but it's ultimately your decision on whether or not you want to exercise your right to testify during the course of your trial. Have you had an opportunity to make a decision on whether or not you want to testify during the course of this trial?
I have not yet decided.
All right. Do you need any additional time to talk to your lawyers?
I will need some additional time.
All right. How much time do you need, ma'am?
Maybe a day or 2.
Well, I'm not going to be able to give you a day. You have 4 lawyers. I'll rephrase that. It is currently a.m. right now. I will give you until 1:30 as far as that will be the session that we will reconvene. All right?
Your Honor, may I object to that?
Sure.
She obviously has to state on the record prior to the close of the defense case her intention as to whether she herself has decided to testify or not. We have absolutely no objection to her doing that.
Oh, so you
anticipate.
You want her to wait till the end?
Yes.
Oh, she can do that. I have no problem with that. But when you said a day, I interpret it to mean we can't do anything else for another day.
No, by no means. We fully intend to go forward with other witnesses prior to the conclusion of our case.
Oh, sure. I have no
we will
problem
make
with
that announcement.
Well, I have no problem with that, Mr. Collector. My next question was going to be to either you or Mr. Morgan, Mr. Petrie, or Mr. Chalmers. Is there any other evidence you could put on while she's making that? Is there any other evidence you could put on while she's making that decision?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Oh, in that case, so that's not a problem. So, right, I have no problem, Mr. Clegg. She doesn't have to give me a response at 1:30. That's not a problem. If she wants to wait until the conclusion of the trial, that is not a problem either. So that's not a problem. So, without knowing how many other witnesses you may be calling, would, Mr. Clegg, since you're standing, would you take the responsibility to let me know when you are at the end of your case so I can re-advise of her rights?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Right. And I'm looking at you, Mr. Clegg, but Ms. Sneiderman, you can take as much time as you need while you're thinking about that. If we are on trial for another 30 days, it's okay.
Thank you.
And then at 29 days and a half, I'm going to come back and ask you that same question if you want to exercise that opportunity. Also, Mr. Clegg, if she can think about it also over the weekend, if we go into the weekend or even next month, it's okay. So I'm not rushing you in making a decision. You take as much time as you need. But I just need the lawyers just to give me some idea when you're close to the end, just so it helped me just timing with the
Yes,
jury.
sir.
Okay.
No problem with that
So
whatsoever, Your Honor.
you don't have to respond by 1:30. You don't have what's today? Tuesday. You don't have to respond this week.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
So
we will be responding this week.
no, you don't. But you don't have to.
Yes,
I want to make sure I'm not rushing anybody. All right. So okay.
Okay. Thank
you. Mr. Morgan, since you were standing, I'm assuming, in light of that, which is fine, she doesn't have to make a decision, take as much time as she needs. Are you prepared to call a witness if you wish?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Let's do it that way. Wonderful. Deputy Garrett, if you would you invite the jury in, please? Thank you, sir. And Mr. Morgan, or Mr. Petrie, or Mr. Clegg, Mr. Chalmers, we follow the same procedure as far as if you could just have your witnesses in queue so that when they are ready for it, and once one witness is finished and they've done the cross-examination, to have the next person call.
Okay.
You know.
Your Honor, my witness decided to call. Let me go ahead and get her.
You can.